Duel 1. Let's rock. Duel 2. Let's rock. Slap. Tessa wins.
Yo everybody, this is Ponchi, and today we're going to be playing another game of Guilty Gear Strive. I just played a random replay. I wasn't paying attention. Well, anyways, I was thinking of a good idea of, like, at the beginning of Guilty Gear, since I'm still kind of setting up everything, to just play a random replay. I probably won't play random replays from people, but I'll probably play some of my replays a little bit. Either way, we'll be working with this. So, I've done a little bit of training, done a little bit of research on things. I'm not gonna say that makes me any stronger, because Gold was kicking my ass last stream, I'm not gonna lie to you. But at least I got a little bit more knowledge in things and stuff. Give me a quick second. So, I'm gonna try some new things. Maybe it might work, maybe it might not work. Seems like everybody's prepared for Giovanna. That's one thing that I've just realized. One thing I did notice lately is that for these battles and stuff, they've definitely gotten a lot faster and stuff like that. Sorry, I was still setting up some stuff. But it feels just like when I first started ranked, where it's like I'm just getting bombarded by attacks left and right. So it's almost like I gotta, like, relearn everything and what's all going on. But that's what we're going to be learning in this stream and trying to keep going. The only way to learn is through experience. I do a lot of training in the background, but I feel like experience is also really important as well when it comes to doing this. So the best thing that you can do is go into ranked even if your ass is being beat right now. That's the best thing that you can do. So that's what I'm going to work with.
Enter the mayhem, Giovanna.
I think we're going to use this version.
Kai Geese.
I really like this outfit of his. I also really like this outfit of his. So cool. I'm going to look into this. See what happens. Ah, got me on that I was so gonna get hit by that, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Woo! Floor 10 Lucy. I wonder what this is gonna be like.
Mankind. Duel 1.
Oh, that's such a cool outfit.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
I landed. No.
Slap. Duel 1. Let's rock.
重いですよ。静寂を保つ。すみません。はい。静寂を保つ。重いですよ。わかります。ダメだ。眠い。
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
投げますね。さて。ベンダー。
Slap. We've got it.
Ooh, it's a Bridget. This is also going to be very challenging.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
重いですよ聖女様
no, no. 行きます聖女様無用心ですね重いですよ
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
重いですよはいないな
Perfect. Duel 3. Let's rock.
さて 聖女様は上ですさて無用心行きますほらシュッと
Slap. Duel 1. Let's rock.
上ですシュッと遅いですさて結構強い
Duel 2. Let's rock.
聖女様はいさて聖女様無用です行きます安息行きますほら
Oh, come on.
全体行きます
Dang it. Went right under me.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
無用心狙いますさて さて風への眠い
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
静かに静かに遅いです。狙います。遅いです。重いですよ。風への
Slap.
That's what I'm talking about.
私は
Duel 3. Let's rock.
重いですよ。すみません。さて安心さてダメ、ここはイグアスじゃないんだよ。遅いです。
これを使うか。
不用心行きます。安息
ペーパークラフト。
行きます。
Duel 1. Let's rock.
重いですよ。すみません。安息重いですよ。聖女交換遅いです。ほら狙い
That's so frustrating. Oh my goodness.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Why isn't my button registering? Oh my god. So frustrating right now. Oh my goodness.
Slap.
完全に勇者。
Duel 1. Let's rock.
重いですよ。安心 重いですよ。静寂を保重いですよ。遅いです。ほら遅いです。行きます。すみませんね。行きます。
Couldn't react fast enough.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
すみませんね。重いですよ。重いです。重いです。数えない。遅いです。行きます。
Perfect.
Oh!
Duel 1. Let's rock.
遅いです。安息。静寂を賜り。痛いの行きます。すみませんね。重いですね。上です。わかります。
Oh my goodness.
わかります。
Duel 2. Let's rock.
遅いです。すみません。上です。
Slap.
Ooh, sins are hard.
完全に勇者あとはここだ本気を見せましょう
遅いです。遅いで狙います。
聖地ダウンを切れますかそこ
遅いです。静寂を保
下で
数えない。
聖地
すみません。
ここまでですスタンエッジ
行きます。
Slap.
させるかスタンエッジ
Monica.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
スタンプ放つ収束貫くで
礼ですすみません遅いです。もういいですか？
スタンプ
もらいます。行きます。重いです。眠い。
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
重いですし。遅いです。あらら。センター。すみません。遅いです。狙います。上です。遅いです。狙います。無理無理。
収束
Slap.
もう少し冷静に。
Duel 3. Let's rock.
収束変化だ
行きます。
Oh my goodness.
収束放つ収束
やった。帰れる。
Perfect.
I messed myself up with that one.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
重いです。
貫くそこだ
狙います。上です。
甘い
Come on!
収束
結構強い。
Duel 2. Let's rock.
遅い。重いです。行きます。帰れる。
Slap.
Deadly stuff with that one. Woo! This is what I mean by the gold is brutal.
下で
もういいですか？重いです。
Of course, it's a Slayer. Of course.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
上です。重いですよ。
Ah, yeah. No! You could grab somebody when they're doing a low attack.
重いですね。狙います。上です。行きます。遅いです。行きます。遅いです。わかります。遅いです。すみません。
Oh, he's fine.
さて。さて。行きます。
I didn't see that he had the second one.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
重いですね。
No!
誠実を頼む。遅いです。
Duel 2. Let's rock.
狙います。
He's gonna go through. Oh, he did go through! Yes!
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
動かないで。すみません。狙います。狙います。
Duel 2. Let's rock.
遅いです。もういいですか。すみません。遅いです。投げますね。ちょっといい。風への。
Ah, no! Haymakers.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
重いですね。妙に。誠実を頼む。狙います。
Fall into. Dang it!
遅いです。
Slap.
sure です。真実を頼む。行きます。どうだ。下で。元気いいです。重いです。遅いです。重いです。上です。重いですよ。すみません。もらいます。そこ。狙います。
Of course, another Giovanna.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
遅いです。狙います。ほら、行きます。重いですよ。狙います。無用心。かります。静寂を保つ。静寂を保つ。ここですかね。あらら、安息。上です。行きます。無用心。あらら、シュッ。さて、狙います。ダメだ。
Ah. Top of my low will be faster.
Let's rock.
行きます。遅いです。行きます。
Ah, messed up. No.
さて。さて。ほら。あらら。重いです。あらら。静寂を保つ。すみません。あら、飛びます。風の今に。はい。遅いです。すみません。
Oh.
重いですよ。静寂を保つ。
Why didn't the light work? I pressed A like 3 times.
Man.
It didn't get the light, but it got the
Let's rock.
上です。シュッと。行きます。はい。元気いいです。上です。はい。安息。元気いいです。さて、重いですよ。それじゃあ、動かないで。無用心。さて、上です。はい。はい。安息。狙います。行きます。遅いです。行きます。遅いです。無用心。あららら。はい。怒ります。静寂を保つ。はい。シュッと。安息。遅いです。デンダーラ。ダメだ。眠い。
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
行きます。遅いです。重いですよ。遅いです。はい。すみませんね。さて。遅いです。ちょっといいですか。行きます。それじゃあ、無用心。
learn to that.
怒ります。静かに。シュッと。見る現場あるんで。はい。すみません。 聖女するたまに思う
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
狙いはい無用心遅いで狙い無用心それじゃあシュッ重いですよああもうさて重いです無用心重いですよ飛びはできますさて
Slap.
That's what I'm talking about.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
もういいですよ聖女するための上ですさて狙いますさて不用心安息さてはい遅いですよ安息上ですよさてすみませんほら聖女するための安息狙います遅いですはい狙います不用心です
No!
チャンス遅いですベンダー
No!
行きます遅いですシュッとすみません遅いですシュッとはい遅いですベンダー
Just enough pressure on me that if I feel like if I did any moves, man, just wouldn't be enough.
すみません重いです聖女するための上です聖女するためのはいもういいですよいいですよすみません狙います行きますこれアウトです上ですシュッと安息狙いますはい行きます上です不用心遅いで重いですよあります
I thought they were trying to do an attack.
遅いで上です行きますもらいます安息投げますね不用心めんどくさいな私を相手によあ
Duel 3. Let's rock.
シュッとシュッと聖女するためはいすみませんそうたま2回の行きますさて不用心ですはい行きますすみませんチャンス不用心ですねすみません遅いです行きます聖女するためはいシュッ狙いますもういいですよもういいですよさて片付けます安心狙いますすみませんあらら重いですよ行きますすみません遅いです聖女するため遅いで狙いますすみませんね
Slap.
Oh my god!
まあね、ジャガーに毛が生えた
Oh, that
程度
was
だったけど
terrifying!
Giovanna.
I had like a heart attack. Oh my god. Woo! That was a GG's moment, dude. That was so terrifying. That's my first time beating another Giovanna. I don't know what it is, but fighting the same, you know, the character that you play as is always terrifying. It feels like it's a skill thing now. Woo! That was terrifying. Good, I was about to say, I don't think I can take another Giovanna. I don't think I can take that Giovanna again. Oh my goodness.
Duel
No,
one.
man.
Let's rock.
Is this the same person as before? No, the other one was a little bit more pressure filled.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Good thing I'm right behind her.
Slap.
I guess that's what they give for teabagging? With really bad latency?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
What the?
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh, I thought they did an attack.
Slap. Duel 3. Let's rock.
上です。
Ah,
いいですよ。すみませんね。
why?
すみませんね。
They know. That's it.
Slap.
何がうろちょろしてるのかと思えば例スキャンできないわけね。
Duel 1. Let's rock.
こっち聖女するためにいや
Thank you. Oh my.
すみませんね。バリマン結構
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
狙います。
What the?
聖術を保つこれです行きますセンター平均です
What the heck is going on?
帰れる
What the heck is going on?
Slap.
何がうろちょろしてるのかと思
Why was it so bad right there?
う例上です遅いです狙います見逃しませんそこはい狙います遅いです不用心すみません行きます上です
Oh, it's Slayer. Is this the same Slayer?
Man.
I think it is.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
重いです上です聖術を賜る不用心狙います遅いですバリマンもう少し 然にほら、
Duel 2. Let's rock.
不用です。行きます。遅いけど重いです。失礼です。ああ、もう正常です。さて行きます。不用です。失礼。さて正常様の片付けます。
Wait, what?
遅いです。
Oh my goodness! I was so stressed out. I was like, I can get past this. I can get past this. That's not a problem.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I got it.
Duel 遅いです。
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Yeah, you can block that.
ダメだ。眠い。
Slap.
I could have sworn I pressed grab at the same time that he did.
Duel
Am
3.
I going crazy?
Let's rock.
すみません。さて。ほら。
Might get me on this one. Oh! No! He had like a millisecond of invincibility.
10年ぶ
A
り。
millisecond! I waited! I tried to delay it as much as I could.
Let's rock.
重いですね。狙います。上です。行き通りませんね。デンサー。遅いです。行きます。遅いです。
Duel 2. Let's rock. Perfect. Duel 3. Let's rock.
遅いです。正常す
See that? If I had just a millisecond. Oh, I thought
デンサー。
fuck, too. I was like, I don't want to go another round
不
with
死
him.
身なの
Well, I wouldn't have gotten another round. I didn't want to lose to him. Just a millisecond. I got one more match in me. I'll probably get my butt whooped, but regardless, I'm gonna keep going. See, the thing was is that I was trying to do another
遅い
strategy.
です。次の
As I can see against the other Giovanna, it was actually good that I could see it, but my old strategy was actually still very effective.
重いですよ。デンサーレ。いきます。安息。安息。いきます。片付けます。安息。狙います。遅いです。重いですよ。
Oh. It's another Lucy. That's how you know. And I think this might have been the same as the other Lucy that I fought.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
重いですよ。ああもう。重いですよ。ほら、すみませんね。仕掛ける。行くよ。
Slap.
I don't know how that worked. I'm so glad it didn't.
Let's rock.
遅いです。行きます。片付けます。重いですよ。
Slap.
Whew.
ダメ。ここはイグア。
Mankind new. Duel 1. Let's rock.
さて。光ります。めんどくさいな。
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
はい。ゲージいいです。セーブするために。セーブするために。
Slap.
何がうろちょろしてるのかと思えば例スキャンできないわ
Duel 1. Let's rock.
上ですみません遅いですさせデンター遅いで狙い私を
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Stop all happening. That's Bill. Okay.
ここにこれであります結構強い
I should have stayed done.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
すみませんじゃあこれで
Slap.
I wonder what that special is used for. Is that supposed to be like a...
例スキャンできない
Was that like a debuff or something? I'm assuming? I don't know, but either way. That's the end of this stream, guys. Thank you so much on you know, watching this beatdown that I've been going through this entire stream. Although I did pretty good this time. I pretty much won like half, right? Like, well, that was kind of the deciding factor. I don't know if, because I think I had like a total of what, like 5 matches. Let me see. There was like 3 with Lucy. There was 1 with Slayer. No, 2 with Slayer. Goodness, wait. So there's 2 with Slayer, 3 with Lucy, 1 with Bridget, 1 with Sin, and 1 with Giovanna, right? Am I missing anybody? I'm trying to remember. So that's what, like 8 matches or something like that. I still won like 3 out of the 8, right? So I think at least I'm improving a little bit more. It wasn't an absolute slaughter fest like it was last stream. I make it sound like it was an absolute slaughter fest. It was pretty close either way and stuff like that. It's just, for me, I don't like to lose like that. So I want to make sure to get better and to be able to break those. I feel like this stream, I didn't get overwhelmed like I did before. I still got overwhelmed a few times, but I didn't get overwhelmed like last stream, essentially. I didn't get a feeling of overwhelmed, you know? I felt like I could break out of those aggressive tactics that they could do, which is hence the reason why I was saying that like I at least won a few. I feel like for this I did pretty good at creating a good defense. I just need to get a little bit better in terms of my offense. One of the things that I realize is that I'll put pressure onto somebody, but then I'll just stop kind of midway. And I think the reason why is like two things. Number one is that I don't necessarily have any finishing moves or anything that can extend the pressure to go. So I just assume that the enemy is going to attack right after I finish with the pressure. And I feel like a lot of people find that very predictable. So I'm eventually going to find fillers for that stuff, right? Things to be able to fill in for those, you know, when I suddenly turn off the pressure. But also, what I wanted to know is the overall, I don't know the characters very well. Like, don't get me wrong, like I practice with them a lot and I played the bot on the hardest levels and all that type of stuff, but I haven't truly like logged in any of the characters. I feel like I'm at that point where it's like I'm getting better, but I don't know any of these characters very well. You know, it feels just like in Tekken where if you don't know a character, that could put you at a huge disadvantage. I've fought a lot of Lucy's, but I've never fought a Lucy this good during the streams, you know? I fought, you know, a few Lucy's and all of that, but it was like none of them was like this. When it came to Slayer, I thought I did a pretty good job. I feel like going up against him is always scary because he's so fast-paced. He might even be faster than me in terms of, you know, being Giovanna and all that type of stuff. But overall, I thought that was a pretty good fight. Bridget still overwhelms me a little bit, but I did pretty good fighting off Bridget a few times. A lot of these matches, this stream was a lot closer as well, with it being that, you know, they won, I won, then they won again or something like that. You know, usually a situation like that, but I hope to be able to flip that around, you know, and be able to win more. But at the same time, I'm not really looking to win. I just really want to get stronger in terms of learning more combos, learning more fillers. I need to figure out how to put pressure on people and to keep it going. On top of that, I don't want to stick to the same 50-50. Now, that's what I was talking about before going up against Giovanna, right? When I went up against Giovanna, let me see if I could go with that replay. The reason why I won against Giovanna, to be honest, is because I used that same 50-50 thing that I've been doing when I was in lower ranks and stuff like that. That was the only reason why, and I barely won against them on that. I feel like in that situation, they could have beaten me. It's one of those situations where it's like you won the battle, but you could tell that if there was a war, you would have lost the war sort of situation for me. So for these, I just wanted to show you, like, I was trying to do new moves and stuff like that, and I was getting my butt whooped with it. But then when I switched back to the 50-50, that's when things started to actually, like, pick up a little bit more. Let me see.
Duel 1.
Because this Giovanna, I gotta admit, is better than me. It's not necessarily that they're better than me. It's just the fact that they know more combos and more tricks and more fillers to be able to keep the pressure going. Whereas for me, what I would typically do is every couple of seconds, I would like back up, right? I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna put some pressure on you, and then I like back up, right? If I don't feel like I have enough pressure on these situations, that's another thing is that I'm very predictable when it comes to these situations. But I'll figure it out. Let's see. See, that was pretty good with blows and all that. What I want to implement more is lights. I want to implement like what they just did there. I want to implement more lights to be able to go into combos and stuff like that. One thing I realized is that I rely a lot on Y, essentially, on pretty much my forward Y. Yeah, where I do the 3 kicks like that. I rely on that a lot. I need to start using more lights. I need to start implementing my lights in more. See, I don't do stuff like that as much. They gotta figure this stuff out.
遅いです。すみません。
I got kind of confused in the middle of this, and I was like, yeah, you know, the three kings and stuff like that. But it was my opponent that was doing it, not me. But yeah, that's one thing that I realize is that for the higher ranks, I'm a lot more predictable. And maybe that's because they know my character, and they also know the matchup, and they probably just, like I said, just me as just my strategy of doing things. The 50-50 thing is very predictable if you've dealt with stuff like that, or if you train to counter that sort of stuff. So let's see this round as well. You'll notice that in the middle of this, I start doing the 50-50. Once I realized that, I started just abusing it. Ugh.
Man.
And that's what caused me to be able to keep up with this Giovanna.
上です。
Yeah, I was being too predictable.
動かないで。上です。
So you see, I started using it more now. I tried to implement a grab in that, but they ducked it already. Once I realized how effective the 50-50 rule was for me, I started using it a lot more. And then on top of that, in the middle of it, I would like delay my attacks just to be sure that they land. But they realized that. They caught on pretty quickly. Hopefully you guys can hear me while I'm talking about this, but yeah. I don't even know what happened there. There we go. But yeah, once I started realizing that 50-50 rule was actually very effective. So I gotta figure out a way to counteract that. Well, not counteract it, but to use it more. But implement it a little bit more smart. I feel like for me, I just kind of mindlessly do it. But it was the only way to be able to keep up.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
There I go, delaying it again.
デンジャー行きます。遅いです。すみません。遅いです。遅いです。デンジャーすみません。
Yeah, I was about to say. I think they adjusted.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
すみません。重いです。聖術様の査定です。聖術様。はい。
That'll be it. Even though it's a strong strategy, I feel like people are just really weak, especially higher ranking people are just really weak. See, I tried to implement the light forward egg in 5, like 2-5 punch.
遅いです。上です。
Yeah, definitely. Even though, again, the opponent was so
行きます。もらいます。ブラブラ。投げますね。めんどくさいな。私を相手によ。ああ。
Duel 3.
just barely.
シュッとシュッと聖術様遅いです。聖術様2回の行きます。さて無用心はい行きます。すみません。チャンス無用心すみません。遅いです。行きます。
See, that would have been an ample time to be able to keep them up against the wall and apply a lot of pressure, but I just wasn't doing it. I just was not doing it. I was just like, if I try that with them, they're immediately going to turn this around. I got to get a little bit more confident in my attacks as well.
すみません。遅いです。
Woo! In the 50-50 is what dominated. So, that's what I was thinking of. Is just being able to practice those things more. What I want to do is I want to get away from the 50-50. In a sense of, for my training, maybe for next stream or something like that, I could try to figure out ways to do things without doing 50-50s. But I'll figure that out eventually. I'll figure something out, because that's kind of what I did when I was playing Tekken as well. Is just trying to get away from the sort of spamming strategies and stuff like that. I want to be able to have another really strong strategy. I feel like that one is really good with the 50-50s. And by the way, when I say 50-50s, let me see if I can show you what I mean by this.
You dares to enter the mail. Giovanni. Kai Casey.
Yeah, let's go with this. So when I'm talking about the 50-50s, I'm going to show you what I mean by this. So whenever I'm up on somebody, I've just learned this in general, being a new person doing rush downs, okay? I want to emphasize that. So I don't know if this is an effective strategy. Like I said, in the higher ranks, it's more predictable, but in the lower ranks, you kind of like fly through everything. At least with Giovanna. So with Giovanna, what I like to do is, since Giovanna is a rushdown character, I like to dash in, you know? And when I dash in, I try to figure out a good strategy to be able to get around them. And the 50-50 thing is essentially, I can do this. I can either go low, something like that, or I could go high, like that. or I could just do this. You know, it's just one of those three moves, essentially. And what has happened is that I've gotten so good at that, essentially, that whenever I'm around people, it's really hard for them to guess that. Because you either learn to block high, low, any of that sort of stuff, and it just creates this weird, like, 50-50 roll. You gotta guess. What I want to implement into it is a grab as well.
動かない。
Just not kill with grab, essentially.
投げますね。ちょっといいですか。
But yeah, essentially, one of the things I want to implement more is the knee, the neutral Y or something like that. I want to implement this more. It's just really difficult getting up against the opponent's face, like getting all up in the opponent's face and staying in a neutral form and doing that. I'm so used to doing that, you know, and I kind of rely on this move, but I shouldn't be doing that. It's too obvious, and it makes me very vulnerable if it's missed, right? Because let's say if I were to be like back right here, well, I mean, it goes really far if you're dashing, but sometimes I accidentally cut it a little too short, and that makes me very vulnerable, essentially. What I want to be able to implement more is like a low light, or this light, or just an elbow, essentially. And what I want to do is be able to hit them with a light and immediately follow that up with an attack. So like, yeah, something like that, where it's like quick and to the point. Especially that kick. Because the thing is that these lights are very safe. Very, very, very safe, right? If I do this, or this, or this, it's all safe. So I can immediately, like, block, right? When I do that. If I were to do this, I'm pressing down the entire time. It takes a while to block. And it makes you very vulnerable if it were to miss, essentially. In any way, shape, form. So you don't want to be missing as much. It's just that I rely on this too much. And I rely on that a lot, dealing with the 50-50 as well. But mainly for the 50-50, I try to do this, or this, or this. And I want to implement the grab into the 50-50 as well. I want to be able to do all of that. But I also want to be able to add this stuff in here. Add stuff like that. Another thing that I want to be able to add as well is I want to add that into my arsenal. Oh my god. This is what I mean by my buttons don't register too well. I gotta like press the button 3 times in order for it to actually work. This is what happened to me in Tekken as well. Like I'll tell people and they'll be like, stop spamming and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not trying to spam. It's just if I were to press the move, it just doesn't want to register like long strings and stuff like that. But I want to be able to implement that. There was another one I wanted to implement as well. Yeah, there it is. That's what I also want to implement as well. And I actually learned this move from an opponent that was also using Giovanna last stream, I think. It was either last stream or the stream before. But I wanted to do this as well. Not that one. Oh wait, no, it's that one. There we go.
メキシ静寂を放ち行きます。
Wait.
名人ちょっとここでます光ります。
Something like this.
行き笛です。
Wait.
メキシ笛です。形は
Something like that as well. Like, I want to implement these things into my fighting style as well. It'll just take some time, but I do know
すい
them.
ませんね。
I do know them, so that's what I'm trying to figure out. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that it's like that's kind of my research, and that's what I'm training currently with those things. Now, you won't see them until probably later on. I mean, I'm in gold right now, so probably in the later gold stuff. I'm just trying to get through and figure out how to implement them into it, essentially. But it involves a lot of practice and a lot of experience, so that's what I'm gonna do. Let's just say right now I'm at level 5 and all of those moves are locked right now, and in order to unlock them I need to keep getting more experience, more XP. So that's what we're gonna be working on when we do the next rank. So this will be the end of the stream. Also, I will have this stream posted on my YouTube channel, Ponchi27. So if you ever want to check out any of my previous streams, that has an archive of all of my previous streams for the past 2 years, I found out. So if you ever want to check them out, it'll be on there. Also, I will post some clips of this stream onto Instagram, also Ponchi27. So if you ever want to check out any of these things, you can just check them out on YouTube or on Instagram, any of those things. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. This is Ponchi signing out. Peace out, guys.